The end. Henry was hung. Or not?
The best laid plans of men don't always come to fruition. As the saying goes, man proposes, but God disposes. And then boots you right in the balls.
Are we gonna start from scratch again? Like, with this new character?
It was a quiet life. Nothing more. Take it easy. Have a bit of fun now and again. And not piss anyone off too much. Apart from the use-its bailiff. But that's a different matter. But there's spiteful tongues everywhere. Well, you know how it is. And they complained about me to the man up above.
What? Him?
No! The bishop!
That's a long sword. That's what she said.
And then they kicked me out, saying I was a disgrace to the parish.
What disgrace? A man has to enjoy himself from time to time. They couldn't just kick you out for nothing, though, could they?
Well, I'm not sure what this is gonna... I still don't know who this character is. Is this the character from the first game? I don't remember that.
Let me make it clear. I am the very paradigm of Christianity. But the church has more priests than parishes. So all it took was a bit of spiteful gossip. And then someone else got my parish.
Aye, folk can be swine.
So actually, it suited me fine when Anush and Radzig's boys went missing, and I could hit the road to look for them. My nag Bibiana is happy to stretch her legs a bit finally, even though she's well past her prime. She's so unused to it. When I tied her up by the gate here, she nearly gave me a kick.
What boys are you looking for, if you don't mind me asking?
It's no big secret, but I can't talk about it without...
Sorry, I didn't mean to pry.
without having a drink inside me.
Ah, the ale's on the house, of course, Father.
Father?
Excellent. It's these two young fellas that recently set off for Trotsky with a letter and haven't come back. One's a blue-blooded fledgling and the other's a smart-ass smith. Does that ring a bell?
Ah, Sakra. Everyone who was at the Semine wedding knows them two. They caused such a ruckus that they was nabbed and locked up in Trotsky.
Well, I never. I'll go straight there then.
Well, Father, the thing is, a big force left the castle this morning, and they were ambushed in the ravine near Nebakov mill. A terrible massacre. Folks say all hell broke loose there.
Folks do like talking about hell.
Seriously. I heard the Trotsky Chamberlain himself copped it, and his whole company with him. And most likely, your friends and all. I'm sorry.
What? Who's that? You said they were locked up. How could they be in the Chamberlain's company?
Annie and Kuba from the Nebakov mill saw it. They managed to get away when it all started, and I think they said they saw them two there and all. Ask them yourself if you want. They're in the barn round the back. Kuba took a hammering, but he's well enough to talk.
They could be mistaken though, couldn't they?
Well, if you want to be sure, you can go and see for yourself, Father. The ravine ain't far from here. From the inn, follow the road east till you get to a big crossroads. And at the chapel there, head down towards the forest. Oh, by all accounts, them bodies are still lying there. I hope to God it was over quickly for them.
Surely not all of them. Those 2 lads are as tough as old boots. Well, thank you, in any case. I'll go and ask around, and God willing, I'll get them in one piece.
Hope dies last. I'm sorry I haven't better news for you. Safe travels, Father Godwyn.
God bless
Hmm.
you.
So, the only father from the first game I know is the guy that drank with Henry. Is that the same father? Okay, different loadout. That's for sure. What about my skills? 0 perks available. So he has his own fighting skills. Okay, well,
True enough.
I'm curious to see what it is, but I really don't have no knowledge of this character, so it's hard to connect with a character like that. But it's gonna be interesting if everyone I interact with is gonna have some sort of a story about Henry, so we might relive some of the things he's done or we've done before up to this point.
God be with you, lad. I need to ask you something.
Oh, Christ.
Kuba's in a bad way. He got shot. He needs to rest. What do you want from him?
What happened to you?
An awful disaster. Our mill was like suddenly in the middle of a battlefield. In the evening, some men burst in on us, herded us into the barn and wouldn't let anyone out. And then, in the morning, the ravine suddenly turned into hell itself. Awful. Dreadful.
Easy. You have nothing to fear now, lass. What did you hear from the barn?
Branches snapping, horses whinnying, yelling, and infernal crashes and bangs. We tried to flee, but Cooper was hit in the shoulder by an arrow.
We hid until it was all over. And then, by then, them bastards had other things to worry about. They took some captives.
Well, who were those cutthroats?
Some of them wore Lord Nebak's colors, but it wasn't his men. We know his men. They ride by the mill often enough and sometimes stop off for a chat.
So the ambush wasn't the end of it. What happened next?
Like Cooper says, them scoundrels brought some prisoners to the meadow beside the mill.
And that commander of theirs, he had them hanged, one after the other.
Hanged? All of them?
Aye, every last one of them.
I'm looking for 2 friends. The innkeeper told me they were involved in that skirmish. Sir Hans Capon of Perkstein and Henry, his page. Have you heard those names?
Lord have mercy. They were the ones that was taken captive.
Are you sure?
Aye. After what they got up to at the Semine wedding, half the domain knows them. They was hanged.
My God! Surely not. There must have been lots of people there. Maybe you made a mistake in the confusion.
I'm sorry.
How can you be so sure? How far away were you? What happened exactly?
I'm just saying what I saw. That's all.
I'm asking if you're sure. Would you swear to God? Well, speak!
Before Almighty God? Well, maybe. I mean, it was all a bit chaotic, that's true.
I'll leave you to get some rest. I must find my friends, however they ended up. Da Deus Fortunae.
Oh, was that Latin? Are you a priest or what?
Aye, I'm a priest. Well, I used to be.
Merciful Mother of God. That's some good fortune at least. Could you bless Cooper, please? Maybe he'll get better if you put a word in for him with the Almighty.
So, the thing is, I don't know this character. I have a suspicion that this is the same priest that Henry in the first game has a very long night of drinking, but sorry, I could be completely wrong. So I have no idea of this guy's background, what he was up to, what he did, why he's relevant into this whole story. So I'm coming in blind here, but the intro, the first time we saw him in this game at least, he kind of seemed like he was one of those well, douchebags, I guess I should say. And well, I don't know, like, should I act very bad with him or very good? Maybe bad.
I'm afraid no words I can say will help. The Lord himself decides who to call to his side.
Oh, all right. We'll pray ourselves then to the Holy Virgin. Maybe she'll hear us. I hope we can go back to the mill soon.
Reputation lost. Okay. Well, Henry and Hans, they kind of tried to do the good thing. They helped a lot of people, and yet we still ended up being well, known for the wrong reasons. I still have like very bad reputation in Apollonia for some reason. I don't know why. I need to talk to somebody here still.
You mean he fell on his prick?
Oh, the innkeeper?
What can I do for you?
No. It's not a POI.
Look out!
Good day. What would you like? What do you know about the battle in the ravine?
Nobody knows what happened there. It's all just gossip and made-up bollocks.
Has anything else happened in these parts?
Afraid so. Samine Fortress burnt down, but nobody really knows how it happened. Farewell.
Wait, isn't that the girl from the... Oh, it was the fight, yeah, the fight.
Greetings to you. How can I help?
What do you know about the battle in the ravine?
Nobody knows.
Okay, they all give the same answer. Gotcha.
Apprentice. Oh, please. People are always asking me if you're looking for help. They're never...
Well, I mean, can't we do much with this guy, it seems. So I guess the only thing for me to do is to go to the side of the ambush. Although, there is somebody here and here. I guess I'm supposed to, like, ask around for more details. Oh, but I don't know how to get there because I didn't find those places yet as this character. So I have to go there, what, on foot? No, that's my horse, isn't it? Bibiana. Okay, let's see. Zhiliov is kind of close, so I guess I'm gonna go there. I'm curious to ask around to see what people talk and say. Maybe they will mention some of the things, some of the side quests we did, and you know, it'd be interesting to hear what they say, what kind of stories they can tell. Ooh. So I wanna just check it out a little bit. But yeah, like, if you guys know the backstory of this character in a very short matter,
Henry in the lurch.
I mean, go ahead. I would love to hear it. What is happening with this horse?
Good girl.
What? Why is the horse not listening? What's happening?
Henry in the lurch.
Wait, what? What is happening? Am I like... Is this like an invisible wall or something? Okay, the horse is not listening. Oh, I cannot go. I cannot go further. What? Invisible wall? So I... So I guess the only place I could go is Troskovich.
No. First, I have to find those two.
Watch out!
So weird. The game doesn't want me to actually go anywhere else. That's a very, very shitty way of limiting where you can and cannot go. Like invisible walls. I thought we're done with that kind of a mechanic, if you can even call it. Limitation, I should say. in, you know, modern games. But maybe the game doesn't want me to, you know, stray off, because we are really not getting any.
Take a left at the crossroads.
Okay, he's even talking where to go. So we are really not getting any kind of progress. Nope, nope, nope.
This must be that chapel. Now to the right and down to the woods.
Yeah, I guess the game doesn't want me to actually wander around too much. And that's all good. Maybe it's for the best. You know, don't want to spend too much time on a character that doesn't really, you know, move forward. Doesn't progress your character.
Tracks lead to the right. I'd better tread carefully. That
Where are the
company
bodies,
must have
though?
headed into the thicker forest. They use the trees as cover.
Not a single body, though.
Wagons. They probably use them to block the way and prevent a retreat. I should keep my eyes peeled.
Okay, now we're actually seeing something.
Good God, what a bloodbath.
Someone's actually down there talking.
No wonder. It was the blood. What are you gaping at? Well, didn't they teach you not to stick your nose into other people's business?
Okay, they're gonna attack me, huh?
What you want, you old fart? Sure you're not lost?
Maybe I can talk to them.
Stop gaping and clear off, or are you looking for...
What are you up to here, fellas?
What's it to you? Do you want to end up like these ones here?
I think not. And you don't need to raise your voice. My hearing's fine. And I come in peace.
So you should. You don't look like you're up to much else.
What happened here? Do you have any idea?
Von Burgov's soldiers took a hammering. That's all you need to know. I don't care who did it or why. All I care about is there's lots of valuable things in all this carnage that will come in very handy.
I'm looking for two of my friends here. I heard they were fighting on von Bergov's side.
Then they're fucked!
You can't know that.
Are you blind, old man? Take a good look around. No one could survive a massacre like that.
Stop that? What is that?
Stop with that desecration. The poor man deserves to rest in peace.
Thanks a lot for your advice. But you know what you can do with it? Clear off and take no notice of us. If you're looking for a corpse of your own, the soldiers have a pit full of them down there. If you get a move on, you won't even have to do much digging.
Just take it easy.
Get lost and everyone will be happy.
Okay. We don't really need to fight unnecessarily. It's not like I'm gonna level up my character, right? So if possible, I should probably avoid it. It kind of sucks though that that whole sequence, that whole fighting scene that happened here was bugged. Hans wasn't doing anything, and enemies weren't reacting to me, and
God Almighty.
yeah, it was just...
Bless their souls.
Wow, that's a lot of bodies. But it seems like our men were going down much easier than
Be forward as well.
the enemies.
They were trapped. The man who planned this thinks like a true warrior.
And it doesn't help that they were like Ulrich was boasting about his plan before the night.
Wasn't exaggerating.
Before the fight, I mean.
The innkeeper wasn't exaggerating. It looks like a Turkish raiding party swept through here.
Yeah, that's a lot of men.
Damn it! Where do you think... Hey, I told you quite clearly to stay in the forest. You're welcome to anything you find up top, but stay away from here.
God be with you, lad. I'm not one of those corpse looters.
Listen, one more step and it'll be your last, old man.
Calm down. I don't want any trouble. I'm looking for someone.
Oh? And who do you serve?
The Lord God, my son. And wine, every now and again. Or ale. I'm not fussy.
What are you saying? You're a priest? You don't look like no priest.
I hear that a lot. But it's God's truth.
So who are you looking for, father?
I'm looking for my friends. And I want to make sure they aren't among the dead. Can you take me to your commander?
All right, follow me. Eric can decide what to do with you.
Everyone's
Move it,
bloody.
idlers. Bury them properly so the wild animals don't get to them.
Eric!
What are you doing here? You're supposed to be on guard at the mill. I made it quite clear. I want that fucking rabble kept out of here. Who's this? Your pa?
No, sir. He says he's a priest, and he's looking for someone. So I thought...
Quiet! You, speak! Who are you? And who are you looking for?
Godwyn. I'm a priest and I'm looking for my friends. Or their bodies.
And what exactly do you want from me?
I'd like to ask what happened here.
What do you think? A battle is what happened. And the best side won. Us. Now I've got to clear up this mess.
Sorry, this might sound stupid, but I've just arrived and I've no idea what's going on here. Who did you defeat?
The cream of the local fiefdom. That bastard von Burgo threw everything he had at us, but it wasn't enough.
It looks like you crushed them badly. Did you leave any survivors?
I don't think so. So if your pals were against us, you'll find them in that pit there.
I hope not. I don't think you'd throw a nobleman into any old hole.
Nobleman?
Aye, a nobleman. I'm looking for the Lord of Perkstein and his page.
The Lord of Perkstein?
Sir Hans Capon of Perkstein, and Henry of Skalitz.
The captain took some prisoners with him, but I've no idea if it's them.
You'd better hope it is. Now that I've introduced myself, I'm keen to know who you might be.
You may have introduced yourself, but I don't know why I should believe you. Whoever heard of a priest with a sword under his belt?
I get your point. De omnibus est dubitandum. Let's just say I'm whatever I need to be at the moment. A priest, a warrior, a tireless lover. After all, the Lord helps those who help themselves, eh?
Well, you know how to preach. Maybe you really are a priest. Right then. My name's Eric, and I'm in command here.
Excellent, Eric. I'd like to see the prisoners. Will you take me to your captain?
We'll see. Have you brought a ransom?
I still don't know if they're dead or alive. So first, I want to see them.
Right, fellas, we'll finish this. If you want to keep your head on your shoulders, clear off on the double.
You?
Aye, it's me, old man.
What's this about? Do you know them?
I bumped into them in the forest. They were robbing the dead.
Did you hear what I fucking said? Get lost, or it'll end badly.
I won't take orders from you, you dog! We're outnumbered, but we can take them. And then I'll take you to our prisoners. Deal?
If we survive.
Let's see if you're as good with that sword as with your tongue. Come on then, you assholes!
Oh man, I love this. I love that we actually get to fight with like the enemy, you know, that was fighting Henry and Hans. That it's not all white and black. Wow. I love it though, like, you know, it's not just like, oh, they're the enemies that killed our friends, now we have to fight every single person until we are... Until, you know, like, we have our revenge. It's cool. It definitely feels like this guy is a pro.
Fucking swine! Fuck! That was something! They got what they had coming, the fucking thieves!
I'd say it's God's punishment. Requiem aeternam dona eis, Domini.
You really know how to wield a sword? Tell me, where did you learn to fight like that? And leave God out of it this time?
In the Battle of Kosovo. I did a bit of traveling when I was young, and lopped up a few Turkish heads along the way.
And you settled down in your old age?
Till recently I was the parish priest in Ujits, near Sasau.
Sasau?
Looks to me like you're going to need a bigger hole for the bodies.
We're not gonna dig graves for those fuckers.
It might not please our Lord, but I have no sympathy for them.
Who gives a damn about such scum? Let the stray dogs have them.
Anyway, what about our agreement?
Still on? I'll take you to the castle, so you can talk to the captain. He always appreciates a good warrior.
What castle?
Nebakov. Although, castle might be a strong word for it.
Nah, it's okay. Yeah, but I love it, you know, that we actually get to fight alongside the so-called enemy, because we were not directly involved with the whole thing in the first
Tell
place.
me, Godwyn, why are you looking for those two anyway?
I gave my word.
Who to? Who's looking for them?
Lord Hanush of Lipa, Lord Capon's guardian.
Hanush, you say?
Do you know him?
I know who he is, but I couldn't say we're friends. Look, that's Nebakov up on the left. It's got a commanding view of the whole valley. Now tell me, do you ride as well as you wield a sword? Let's see. I'll race you there. Yeah! Quick!
Okay, what's up with everyone wanting to race? Oh man, this guy has nothing on us, huh? This horse is amazing too. This character is like a high level character. Is that the right path? I hope it is. I'm not sure.
Go!
Yeah, I think it is. Yep. Oh my god, we haven't even wasted... well, half of stamina was gone, but still.
Where's the chief? I brought him a guest.
Just now he's interrogating some captives.
Call him. I believe they're still alive. You're in luck.
I hope so.
What is it, Eric? I'm busy.
This here is Father Godwyn. For a priest, he's handier with a sword than most of your men.
He helped us against some bandits.
And he's looking for Sir Hans Capon of Perkstein.
Well, well. This is quite a turn-up. I've just had a very interesting chat with this Capon. And your Istvan. Now I think I want to have a chat with you. Go and wait for me in the tower.
Istvan is here too, huh?
God be with you, Captain. I expect you are the master of this fortress.
You surmise correctly. Who are you? And to what do I owe the honor of your visit?
As your man-at-arms Eric said, I'm Father Godwyn. I'm in the service of Sir Hanush of Lipa, and I'm looking for his nephew.
Hanush of Lipa, eh? Interesting. Did I hear correctly that you're a priest? You don't look the part.
And you don't look much like the lord of this fortress. I don't even know your name.
You don't need to know my name. I'm a knight, and that should be enough for you.
Conversing with a man without knowing his name is a little awkward. But so be it. Am I to understand, Sir Knight, that young Lord Capon is alive and well and is in your captivity here?
You understand correctly. And he's in better shape than I am. I don't have this bandaged eye for fashion. That page of his did this to me.
It doesn't pay to underestimate that one. He's one of the few who can hold his own with me, whether sword fighting or boozing.
Boozing? You're a proper priest, then.
Unfortunately, the bishop had other ideas.
I have a feeling that's just one chapter in your colored history. Am I right?
Indeed. But this isn't the time or place for recounting adventures. You have my friends, and I want them back. So what do we do about that?
Straight to the point, eh? You're a man after my own heart. So what do you propose?
First of all, I'd like to see them, to make sure they're safe and sound as you claim.
They're both fine, for now. You have my word.
The word of an unknown knight? That's as much use to me as
the word of a dubious priest with a bloody sword in one hand and a wineskin in the other is to me.
Well, let me put it another way, Sir Knight. I don't know what happened here exactly, who you are, or what your quarrel with Otto von Bergau is. But I guarantee you that those two greenhorns won't interfere with your plans, and you've no reason to hold them.
I'll have you know, these two greenhorns came with Otto von Bergov's army to conquer this fortress, and they were the most dogged of all his men. And I have to admit, the best as well, as my eye can testify.
Like I said, they're handy fellows. Although they do get up to some stupid escapades. As you no doubt well know, Lord von Bergau is on the opposite side of the Lord of Lipa. So if that pair joined up with him, they must have had a damn good reason for it, believe me. But that's by the by. It's over and done with. Release them. I'll take them away and Sir Hanush will be in your debt.
Tell me, father, what price does Sir Hanush put on his nephew?
How much do you have in mind?
You're not even able to name a figure. What kind of negotiator are you?
I'm not a negotiator. I have a task to fulfill, and that's what I intend to do. I was afraid at first that if anyone was going to hold them captive, it'd be von Bergau, and I'd have to party with him. Ah, well. Man proposes, and God disposes.
This whole story of yours sounds to me rather suspicious. How am I to know you're not von Bergov's spy?
I'll give you a sword.
Maybe I should throw you in the same cell with that pair.
Excellent! At least I'd get to see them with my own eyes, and not have to put up with any more horse shit from a lying cyclops.
Enough! To hell with you! You've got no ransom, and you don't want a parley. So we're done here. Be glad I'll let you leave in one piece.
You won't get rid of me that easily.
Rebellion! They're attacking!
I came here to get them, and that's what I'm gonna do.
Looks like you know how to use a blade.
Fighting Turks will teach you that.
Hungary?
Kosovo. If you help me, I'll let them go.
Easy choice.
Up and at them! Kill them to the last man!
Okay. We get to see what we are capable of. Well, we already saw that a little bit.
You got him! Next! Yeah! Don't spare him! You think you can scare me? Not a chance!
Where did these guys come from even?
Watch out! Good hit!
We'll kick your asses.
What are you waiting for, you wretch?
Instead, fortune is on my side.
Whether
That was
you're
easy.
a priest or not, I have to admit, you're damned handy with a sword.
Likewise. But what the hell was that all about?
It looks like those friends of yours were right. Von Bergov's spies infiltrated us. Istvan Toth and that Eric of his.
Eric? Where is Eric?
Fuck! To the captives, quick, before it's too late!
I hope Hanush has enough coin to pay the ransom for you. As for you, well, we'll see about you.
You! Toth! You swine! You're lucky I can't get you, you treacherous cunt!
Bark at me, you dog! Who the hell do you think you are?
Where's my sword?
Who is this? Man. Surely you're not going to listen to some vagabond?
What, but you think you should listen to Sigismund's bitch?
Enough! What's he talking about?
You clearly don't know your own men. Although this one is Sigismund's man. We've already had the honor.
They're making up shit to avoid the gallows.
So that's why you were so keen to avoid that battle.
We were defending the castle as you ordered.
Throw him in the cell with Nebak.
I'm sure you'll get on just fine together.
You're making a terrible mistake!
We'll see about that.
Zizka, you want it at the gate?
Shit, I'm not done with you yet.
That was Toth, huh?
What do you want here, you swine?
I'm doing what I do best, and you're getting in my way again. Fate, I suppose. We have the same fairy godmothers. Whores.
You dog! You're in the mood for jokes? After what you did here in the fortress? Give me one good reason I shouldn't strangle you on the spot.
Strangling your rescuer would be a mistake, Yaramir. A big mistake. And most likely a mortal sin.
Rescuer? What are you on about?
Why do you think you're still alive? Thanks to me. I persuaded Zizka not to get rid of you for good.
Don't listen to him. He's a liar and a traitor to this land.
And a loyal servant of King Sigismund and our Sir Otto von Bergau. Just like you, sir. Or am I mistaken?
Otto von Bergau?
Indeed. While these two support that drunken, good-for-nothing Wenceslas, like that bastard Zizka.
Why did you help him then?
It was a direct order from Sir Otto.
What order?
Gain Zizka's trust and stop his perfidious raiding once and for all. Unfortunately, getting away from here in time and warning Sir Otto about the trap was harder than I expected. And that's why I'm locked up here now. In any case, you wouldn't be alive without me. Believe me, sir.
It's interesting how we all work for the different sides than we should. Well, at least Henry and Hans are.
Don't believe him. He's a common bandit. He did the same at my hometown. Attacked castles, murdered, and plundered.
I was given a direct order by my lord. who is yours too, and I'm carrying it out as best as I can.
Behind bars?
Like I said, if everything had gone to plan, it wouldn't be us in this dungeon, but Zizka. But don't worry, sir. I haven't said my final word yet.
Well, I don't want to be too hasty, but all right, I'll take your word for it. For the moment. You'll regret it if you're lying to me.
No doubt.
What is the gravedigger doing here, by the way?
I'm glad you've revealed your true nature here in front of everyone. Zizka will be pleased to hear it.
Will the captain believe someone who attacked him with von Bergau's forces, or me? That remains to be seen.
I'm sure Sir Yaramir will confirm it.
Sir Yaramir isn't stupid enough to want to get rid of the only ally he has to hand. Isn't that right, Sir Yaramir?
We'll see.
Assuming there will be any discussion with the captain.
You're just trying to wriggle out of it.
You may be in for a surprise, Lord Capon.
Where's my sword?
Your sword? You're still bothered about that? It's only a piece of iron. I have to admit, your father did a good job on it, though. Beautiful work. His last.
You won't look so pleased with yourself when I'm gutting you with that sword.
I'm not sure you'll get the opportunity, to be honest. If either of us has a chance of getting out of here alive, it's certainly not you.
Don't try it on. You fled from Talmberg like a thrashed dog. And if it's true you're working for von Bergov, you haven't done too well. All your men are dead, and you're here in a cell.
For the time being, wait and see.
Ha! I get the feeling you touched a nerve there, Henry. This vermin doesn't have a backup plan.
I'll be free before you know it.
And how do you intend to get out of here?
Surprisingly, I have better prospects than you two. And waiting for a ransom is only the last resort.
Who would pay a ransom for you?
Don't tell anyone, but how about the man who sent me here? And he's close by. Unlike Lord Hanush is at the other end of the country.
Zizka would have to be out of his mind to release you.
Really? People like Zizka know coin is more important than revenge. You can't pay a band of mercenaries with nice feelings. Besides, seeing what happened, I don't think Zizka is going to want to stay long. And I wouldn't expect him to wait around until a messenger brings a ransom from Ratai. One way or another, he won't have any need for you. Either of you. And that's when my time will come. Are you afraid?
I'm gonna get you.
No one's yet built the gallows I'll swing from, boy.
I don't think Henry's planning to hang you. He's more likely to rip your gut open. And I'll be glad to help him.
When did you start recruiting Radzig's people, Eric?
What's the matter? Lost your tongue?
I think he was looking for this.
You swine!
You better hope your father pays a nice fat ransom.
Rot in hell!
Eric! You're just about to do some gutting.
There's no time for it.
There's always time for this.
No, we've got to flee now.
I need to change that armor.
There'll be time when we meet again.
I got bored of it.
What was that? Fuck it!
Praise be to our Lord Jesus Christ. Gentlemen!
It's Godwyn!
You know, I thought I'd be carrying your bodies home. Can you even deliver a letter?
We'll get those fuckers.
So we are on the right side
Riding
again.
to Trusky. You were right.
All you had to do was trust us.
Trust you? When you came at me with von Bergov's army? Sorry, but my eye doesn't see it that way.
Maybe we wouldn't have come at anyone with an army if they hadn't tried to kill us earlier, and weren't cozying up with that bastard Istvan.
There might be some truth in that. We got off on the wrong foot, all right. But it seems we have a lot to say to each other.
Too right. I have to admit I'm getting a bit lost in all this mess.
You're not the only one.
Well, let's start with you, Captain. You know all of us, but we don't know you from Adam.
I am Jan of Trotsnov, also known as Zizka. These days in the service of Jan Sokol of Lamberg and Margrave Prokop of Luxembourg.
Prokop? Jobst of Luxembourg's brother? What a coincidence. We're here at Jobst's instigation.
Well, Sir Hans, the problem is Prokop is at this very moment in Sigismund's jail in Pressburg on account of Jobst's treachery, which doesn't exactly make us allies.
We know what Jobst is like, and I don't trust him one bit. But we came here to try to get von Bergov and the League of Lords to parley and end this war. We're on the same side.
You're right, and it's a good thing you don't trust that snake. I've been double-crossed by him so many times that I won't make the mistake of trusting him again.
I'm glad we've cleared that up. And now, I'd like to know how you two got from delivering a message to riding with von Berghaus men.
How? We had a common enemy, that's how. As soon as we arrived, we were attacked by Zizka here and his men. They murdered our company, took our message, and on top of that, they had Istvan with them.
And Istvan was actually working for von Bergov all this time.
Where did you pick up that bastard, Zizka?
When I came here, I was putting together a band and he turned up, along with Eric and a couple of others.
You recruited him? Just like that?
Lord Capon, when you do what I do, you don't get to choose from the best, but the worst. And he was good at our trade. So good, I didn't notice he was setting me up.
How did you manage to set that trap in the ravine so quickly? We only heard about the sortie the evening before.
I have my sources.
Come on.
It's Catherine.
I think you can trust us after all that's happened, can't you?
I'll give you a piece of advice, Lord Capon. Don't trust anyone.
If there's one thing I can't figure out, it's how come you suddenly turned up here, Godwyn?
Or would you rather I hadn't?
Certainly not. You came at just the right time. A positive godsend.
I have the feeling it wasn't God who sent you, but my guardian Hanush, eh?
He dropped by to see me just as the bishop was kicking me out of my parish. He said you'd been gone suspiciously long, and I was wondering where I was going to live. So we made a deal that I'd go and check up on you.
That was a good idea, I must say.
I think so too. For a while, I was worried I'd have to take you home in sex.
How did Semyon come to join you?
Von Berghoff is a bad master, and you're not the only ones who don't like what Sigismund's doing in Bohemia. It wasn't hard finding allies who hate him. The same with the miller, though he had lots of other incentives as well. What actually happened to Semyon?
Von Bergov sent his men to take revenge on him. Both Jan and Olda are alive, but they had to flee. Henry and I helped them. It was a close shave. We burnt down the fortress to cover their escape, so von Bergov wouldn't suspect anything.
Oh, thank God for that at least. They're good men. It would be a sad loss.
If you're in Sokol's service, as you said, what exactly is it you're doing for him?
Waging war, as you've no doubt noticed.
There's a fine line between waging war and marauding.
As a man of your experiences must know, war takes many forms. And since King Wenceslas and Prokop are imprisoned and the Czech noblemen are useless, we're doing the best we can alongside Sokol. We're making life difficult for the traitors who are in league with Sigismund. and Otto von Bergov is traitor-in-chief.
Well, I understand you were out to harm von Bergov, but why did you attack us, for God's sake?
We saw you meet up with his garrison. It looked like a friendly encounter, so we figured you were with von Bergov.
You killed all my men. They were good lads.
And you killed my men. Though some of them were far from good.
War is a nasty business, Captain. What happened, happened. And it's a burden we all have to bear.
Tell that to Oates.
Well, I mean, they didn't. They were stopped, so...
Do you know Catherine?
Who?
The girl from by the pond, for whose sake you killed your own man.
No.
You killed your own man to protect a woman you don't know.
Looks like it, doesn't it? Nobody has tried anything of the sort since, so they got the message.
Yeah, so I'm not gonna say the same thing.
Did you want to kill von Bergov?
Of course. And as you know, we almost succeeded. But just making his life hell was enough. Making sure he lost as much coin and manpower as possible so he couldn't help Sigismund. And we hit him where it hurt, believe me.
So you were doing the same as Toth was doing in Sasau, in Sigismund's service? Or maybe even von Bergov's?
I suppose so. I also understood from what he said that he'd been harassing the enemy a bit too, but he didn't say who that was. Now it's clear why.
Harassing a bit? No offense, but you're a dabbler compared to him. Istvan took Talmberg Castle. He assembled a huge force and almost seized control of the entire Sasau region. The whole region had to band together to put an end to his mischief.
And did you?
I should say so.
You see then, this whole region also banded together against me. And did they stop me? And who did you say the dabbler was?
Why did Istvan let you ambush von Bergov instead of telling him you were at Nebakov? If he's on his side.
Well, that's not so mysterious. It all happened so fast that he didn't have time to do anything. What's more, I kept everyone inside the fortress before the battle. For that precise reason, so no idiot would give us away. Although it's true he wanted to avoid that battle. He tried to talk me out of it. And now we know why. While we're on the subject of Istvan, I understand you have some history between you.
It's a pretty ugly story. As Lord Capon said, he went marauding in our Sasau region. He seized Talmberg Castle, imprisoned my father, and stole his sword. And his commander, Markvart, killed my mother and stepfather while they were raising our village.
That's a long list.
Why do you think Istvan joined you when he's on Sigismund's side?
That's a good question. Either he just needed coin and joined the first band he came across, and when he found out who I was, he secretly did an about-face and planned to double-cross us. Or he was already Sigismund's spy when he joined us. Anything's possible.
What are we gonna do now?
We can't stay here. God knows what plots those fuckers are hatching right now. We should get ready to leave. Von Bergov may have lost lots of men, but he won't take this lying down. Word will get out about his humiliation, and the League of Lords will come to his aid.
Where will we go?
I don't know yet. What about that Jobst of yours? Should you send word to him?
He's still somewhere in Brandenburg.
So the best thing would be for all of us to go back to Ratai. Wouldn't you like to join us, Zizka?
That sounds like a plan.
You see? Oh, and would you like me to take another look at your eye? An open wound is the last thing you want on a journey.
Is medicine another of your skills? On top of sword fighting, boozing, and preaching?
Giving the last rites isn't the only thing I can do for a fallen man. War is a good teacher.
All right, then. You could look at the bandage for a start. The stench bothers me more than the pain.
Sorry about your eye.
You're lucky it was this one. It must be cursed. I almost lost it as a child already. And then you came along. Still, I have no one to blame for challenging you and taking off my helmet. I'll hand out orders and come and join you in the fort. Sir Hans can take you there.
He's a true knight. He behaves like one.
Oh, God. Holy shit!
Don't worry. I'm sure it doesn't look half as bad as it feels.
It started to fester. I'll have to clean that out. Just get it over with.
He's the one who needs it. I checked his skills. He has all like alcohol like skills maxed out. The hell, is that how you clean? Didn't look like cleaning.
Will he survive?
With God's help.
That's not what I asked.
The wound isn't deep. As long as it doesn't fester, it'll be all right.
So, he won't go blind?
He won't lose his eye. He just needs to get a good night's sleep.
We all do. We're leaving early in the morning before von Bergov comes and kicks us out.
Can we help somehow?
Aye. Go to bed and no more fighting. And keep your hands off our Clara. Got it? But if you really want to be useful, you can help Bluster load the cart.
I think I know where we're most needed now. I'm going to need your help.
Leave me out of it. I'm still seeing stars from that bang to my head.
I'll be happy to help. What can I do?
We should say a few words for those who can no longer hear anything. And dig their graves.
Wow, Clara has been boinking all the noblemen in the area, it seems.
Now it's time to go to those who were not so lucky.
At least they now have eternal peace from everything. And they don't have to choose a lesser evil.
I couldn't help overhearing you talking about that tragedy in Samin. Was that also the choice of a lesser of two evils?
It's really a shame you didn't arrive earlier, Godwyn.
Why? Do you think things would have turned out differently?
I don't know. Aldo was truly guilty, but to kill and to punish are two different things.
God gave us the power to punish. But we have to deal with our consciences ourselves. If you don't watch out, you'll end up drowning in all that spilt blood. Well, maybe all these hardships will be for the best in the end. Everything has a reason. In the end, we're the lucky ones. We're still alive, unlike others, eh?
Some of them might have fallen even by my hand.
I understand. Trust me, it's all the same to them now. The best thing you can do for their souls, and yours, to find peace, is to dig graves for them. But enough of that. We still have another burning question here. Why didn't von Bergov come with you to the battle in person?
He was expecting an important visitor. I just heard it was someone from Prague.
That doesn't help us at all. Prague is full of politicians and traitors. Well, it seems that has nothing to do with what happened here. We're here! Would you please take care of those poor wretches and lay them in the meantime? I'll pray for the salvation of their souls.
Wait, I have to bury them all? Okay, well, I kind of want to... Oh, right. I do want to do some things, actually. Like, I would love to switch out my weapon. Because I don't like this poleaxe. It's definitely not a... Honestly, like, longsword felt the best. Up till this point, at least. From what I've tried. And it's funny, it's actually interesting how the story turned around. How, you know, the bad guys became the good guys and vice versa. I like that. Okay, can you do some trading? Apprentice. Trade.
Show me your wares.
Wait, I still had my sword, maybe? Lords of Nebakov Kite Shield. Oh, right, that's when I looted those bodies. Yeah, okay. What is this? Why is there like an arrow pointing up? What does that mean? Not sure. But I do want to check swords. Really? That's it? That's all he has? Military swords and... Nah, man. Okay. Wait. I really don't have much, apparently. And I don't have my horse too. What happened to my horse and my dog? Huh. Well, I cannot buy any long swords here. So I guess I won't be able to... I still have my money, 4k.
What can you do, sir? Maybe next time.
Yeah, let's check if there's something else I can do here. Oh, look who it is. Huh. Won't even speak to me. Wait, that's it? There's nothing else? No traders?
When's the last time I ate something?
Oh, yeah, right. Oh, yeah, my energy's low. Yeah, that's probably what that arrow means. Do I have any food? I actually don't. Yeah, at least I'm full. Soldier. Okay, there might be someone that I can trade with here. Guardsman. Soldier. Hard hand.
Oh, fuck me.
What is that? That clothing. Oh, rob. Okay. Okay. Well, I guess I have no other choice but to dig. I cannot buy any long swords. Can't really do much in here. Okay, so Hans is just gonna chill here, I guess. Wait, how do I enter the little... Not little. How do I enter the keep itself?
Where can I sleep in the castle?
I reckon there's no room in the tower or the smithy, but I'm sure there's a place for you in the lower castle. You'll find a free bed in the cabin right past the gate. Farewell, good sir.
Okay, cabin right past the gate. Yeah, I actually haven't had the chance to explore this. I don't want to be caught doing bad things here. Trespassing. Not much of a castle, really. Very small, tiny, narrow. Oh, I'm in the wrong place. Shouldn't be here. Okay, well, guess I'll go do what I am supposed to do. I do need some energy, though. I don't think it's a good time to start sleeping right now, right? So let me just go and do what I need to do. Who's still looking for me? Is Godwyn looking for me? Is that why that symbol is there? Yeah. Wait, he's gone himself? Oh no, he's not. He's praying. Okay, so I need to do what exactly? I need to grab the bodies, put them in the grave. Is that it? Start digging.
I can't do this without a spade.
Okay, let's do that. And I want to change my armor too. I kind of feel like I stand out way too much now. At first it was okay, but now I'm not like that big of a fan of that outfit. I guess I got bored of it. What about the other guys? Do I need to... Oh yeah, I need to pick three. Three of those graves. So let's do them all. And those wolves are still around there. Okay, grab the body. This is what we were doing at the very beginning of the game, pretty much. Burying those guys at the Buscena's place. Oh, that doesn't seem right. Imagine if I bury the grave and the legs still stick out. That would be funny, actually. I kind of want it. I want to see it now. But I feel like as soon as I hit that bury the grave option, some cutscene will play. Oh, this guy's the same. Okay, well, oop. Let's actually. Oh, come on. Let's try. Ah, yeah, of course. I knew it. Man, that would have been so funny. Come on. Show it to me. Show me the legs. Ah.
It looks.
Do you know anything about Teresa from the Ratay Mill?
You mean that nice girl who saved your life in the ruins of Skalitz?
Aye. If she hadn't shown up that time, Runt would have killed me. So do you know what she's up to?
Why? Did you promise her something?
Well, like you said, she's a kind girl and quite pretty as well. I'd like to see her again when we get back to Sasau.
I didn't hear anything new about her in these last few days since she left. But if she likes you, I'm sure she'll wait for you.
Who's looking after the church while you're here?
Well, whoever it is, it's no concern of mine.
Wait, so you weren't kidding? You aren't a priest anymore?
I'm afraid not. That little evening escapade of ours, and your sermon in the church, didn't escape the bishop's attention.
Oh, so he is the guy.
Someone turned you in, eh?
Let's just say I've had a running dispute with our bailiff for quite some time now. And what happened didn't help my case much.
So what are you gonna do now?
I don't know. Maybe I should earn a living getting people out of trouble.
Why not? You're good at it.
But I'm too old for that now.
Ah, that's called experience, Godwyn. Do you think we did enough for those poor souls?
We did what was necessary.
That's good. Bloody tired.
Oh, come now, you're young. You can't be all that worn out. I have something that'll get your blood pumping.
Oh, Godwyn, couldn't I... Can it wait?
No, wait. You'll see. It'll kick your arse for you.
I think I'll lie down and wait for it.
Come to the castle moat. I'll wait for you there.
Are we gonna do a drinking? Man, like, so he is the priest from the first game, right? I did see a little bit of that and hear about that part in the game where they had like an adventure. They were just drinking nonstop and they caused some trouble, and Henry had to hold a sermon or something. So are we gonna do something like that right now? That wouldn't fit the setting though, right? Like everyone's kind of, you know, after the battle, not too happy, but who knows? Well, oh yeah, I kind of want to get that helmet off a little bit. It does provide a lot of defense though. so it's very handy. But man, I don't know where to get a decent armor, but because every trader I've tried, they really don't have much. Like, they usually have nothing better. Oh, can I buy...
I'm sorry.
Oh, that's the same guy that we were racing. I was hoping I can get a horse because I don't have mine. But maybe there probably will be a point where we are gonna get a new horse. But this is, well, I'm an hour into this episode, so I have to say thank you guys for watching. Thank you for the likes. I really appreciate it, guys. Really, to those who are listening up to this moment, thank you so much, guys. And yeah, thank you for the support, and I will see you in the next episode. Have a good one, guys.